Currently, Princess Ameerah lives in the world's most enormous royal palace, surrounded by spectacular riches. This is even after being separated from her biological mother for more than a decade. But before she disappeared, she had appeared at royal events displaying beauty and elegance. And then, just as quickly, she was gone. No one knows why. There were no statements, no explanations, just silence. Did she choose to stay away, or is something being hidden? Stay with us as we reveal the shocking truth behind Princess Ameerah's disappearance. This is Lux Diaries. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. In Brunei, the Sultan has absolute power. The country's constitution even says he can do no wrong in both his personal life and official duties. But that doesn't mean everything in his life has always been smooth. So far, he has been married 3 times. Today, he is only with his first wife, Anak Saleha, whom he married in 1967. They have a son, Crown Prince Al-Muhtadi Bila Bolkiah, who will take over the throne one day. His third wife, Azrinaz Mazar, had a very different story. She was born in Malaysia and worked as a journalist before entering the royal family. Her marriage to the Sultan was a huge secret. It was held in Kuala Lumpur at the Sultan's palace, with only close family and friends invited. No one outside that small circle even knew about the wedding until later, when one of the guests leaked the news to the media. Once the truth was out, Azrinaz was officially known as Her Royal Highness Princess Consort Azrinaz Mazar. 2 years later, on June 1, 2006, she gave birth to a son, Prince Abdul Wakil. The royal family made sure everyone knew about it by firing a 21-cannon salute at the palace. Then, on January 28, 2008, she had a daughter, Princess Ameerah Wardatul Bolkiah. Princess Ameerah lived in luxury during her childhood, yet engaged actively with life, instead of living a passive royal existence. She began her education at International School Brunei before moving to Jerudong International School, which ranked as the best school in the nation. Besides being a student, she actively participated in school events. She became a part of many educational trips while also participating in school performances and winning prizes at national math contests. Her interests expanded beyond what most people expected. Her interest in fashion, dance, and singing demonstrated her abilities beyond typical princess qualities. For a royal, she lived a pretty public life during her school years. But as time passed, things started to change. And that's where the mystery begins. On June 16th, 2010, Azrinaz Mazar's marriage to the Sultan of Brunei came to an unexpected and very public end. The divorce was not like a private family matter. It was announced to the entire country through a special statement. The moment the announcement was made, everything changed for Azrinaz. She lost her royal title, her state decorations, and even the special honors she had received as a member of the royal family. However, her children, Prince Abdul Wakil and Princess Ameerah, were allowed to keep their royal titles. Following the divorce, Azrinaz took a new direction in her life. On May 1st, 2018, she exchanged vows for a second time with Feroz Khan Abdul Hamid. Feroz Khan Abdul Hamid became her second husband. The wedding ceremony differed significantly from her first marriage, since this one involved a smaller personal guest list instead of hiding everything from the public. Her second wedding ceremony unfolded inside her house, where only family and intimate friends served as witnesses. She began a new chapter by leaving behind the royal lifestyle she experienced previously. But what about Princess Ameerah? She was just 2 years old when her parents divorced, far too young to understand what was happening. With her mother no longer part of the royal family, she remained in the palace, growing up under the care of her father and his first wife, Queen Anak Saleha. Queen Anak Saleha took on the responsibility of raising her, guiding her, and making sure she grew up with the values and traditions of the royal family. Now, Princess Ameerah seemed to be living her life just fine, even with her mother no longer part of the royal family. She still carried her royal status and appeared at major events, just like any other Brunei princess. One event that really caught people's attention was her appearance at the installation ceremony of Sultan Ibrahim as the 17th Yang di-Pertuan Agong at Istana Negara. The moment she walked into Balairung Seri with the Brunei royal family, cameras were on her. Clips from the radio, television Malaysia broadcast quickly made their way to social media, and soon her fan page on Instagram at Ameerah Bolkiah went viral. Dressed elegantly in a modern baju kurung with a gray shawl, Ameerah sat gracefully among the other royal guests. At one point, she was seen adjusting her shawl, a small but natural gesture that somehow made her even more admired. the attention didn't stop there. The day before, on July 19th, she had already turned heads in Malaysia when she arrived with the Brunei royal family, wearing a stunning brown modern baju kurung. Her presence sparked excitement online, with many Malaysians welcoming her warmly and calling Malaysia her second home. People couldn't help but notice how much she resembled her mother, Azrinaz. Her beauty, elegance, and poise earned her endless praise. But while Ameerah's life looks perfect from the outside, there's something deeper beneath the surface. A piece of her family story is missing, something that changed everything for her in 2010. What really happened that year, and why does it still matter today? You see, one of the most heartbreaking parts of Princess Ameerah's life is something the public rarely talks about. Despite being a princess, she has been kept away from her own mother for years. When the Sultan of Brunei divorced Azrinaz Mazar in 2010, it wasn't just a separation between husband and wife. It also meant that Azrinaz was completely cut off from her children. Since then, she has not been allowed to see them. The last time she laid eyes on her son and daughter, Ameerah was only 4 or 5 years old, and Prince Abdul Wakil was just 6. Today, Ameerah is 16, and Wakil is 17, turning 19 this year. For Azrinaz, the only way she gets to see her children is through social media. When Ameerah and Wakil make public appearances, their images go viral, and like any mother, she watches from afar, catching glimpses of them through the internet. She even writes heartfelt messages in her Instagram captions, hoping that maybe one day they might see them and know she still cares. But the complexities of royal life don't stop there. Family issues seem to run deeper than most people realize. A recent royal event raised even more questions about Ameerah's place within the family. In 2024, when Prince Mateen's $100 million wedding became the talk of Brunei, the entire world expected it to be a flawless royal celebration. The event was pure luxury, with over 5,000 VIP guests filling the grand halls. Every major royal figure was expected to be there, and for the most part, they were. At first, Princess Ameerah was spotted at some of the earlier wedding events, dressed in elegance as always. But when the grand reception took place, the biggest event of them all, she was nowhere to be seen. Her absence raised eyebrows. Why would she miss such an important moment in the family's history? Was it a personal choice, a silent protest, or was something bigger happening behind the scenes? The royal family didn't give any explanation, which only fueled speculation. Some believed family tensions were finally bubbling to the surface. Others thought health concerns or personal struggles might have played a role. After all, life as a royal isn't just about fancy dresses and grand events. It comes with intense pressure and constant scrutiny. Was she silently making a statement, or was she simply prioritizing her well-being over royal expectations? Whatever the reason, her absence left more questions than answers. And for a family that keeps so much behind closed doors, those questions might never be answered. From the outside, Ameerah's life seems like something out of a fairy tale. She's the daughter of one of the richest men in the world, living in a palace so massive it's almost hard to believe it's real. Her home? Istana Nurul Iman, the largest residential palace on Earth. This isn't just a big house. It's a 200,000 square meter palace with 1,788 rooms, including 257 bathrooms. Yes, 257 bathrooms, probably more than she could ever use in a lifetime. And that's just the beginning. The palace's garage alone can fit 110 luxury cars. And if that wasn't extravagant enough, there's also an air-conditioned stable for the Sultan's 200 polo ponies. The entire structure is surrounded by stunning landscaped gardens, and inside, everything is decorated with gold, marble, and enormous chandeliers. It's wealth on a level most people can't even imagine. With a home like this, it might seem like Ameerah can do whatever she wants. But life inside a royal palace isn't as simple as it looks. Behind the luxury, there are expectations, traditions, and family dynamics that shape every move she makes. For a young princess, this world comes with its own unique challenges. So, is Ameerah truly free, or is she just another piece in a carefully controlled royal system? That's the question no one dares to ask. But what do you think? Is this just how royal life works, or is there something bigger being kept from the world? Let us know what you think in the comments.